Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy IAMSU, and we're here on location at a very special place, man, with my boy, my engineer, exclusive. What's up, bro? How you doing?
So what's up?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. I'm happy you could be a part of the show.
Right on. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so for everybody that don't know, you've been mixing my music forever. You know what I'm saying? Since I really got out there, like, the first project that I can remember, correct me if I'm wrong, is Pt.2. Right? Or was it something before?
Nah, it was before Pt.2. We did 6-speed.
Oh, you did Susie 6-speed?
Yeah.
Did you? Damn, you gotta fill me in because we got so much history. You've been mixing my music and crafting the sound with me for a long time. Like, out of what you can remember, what do you feel like was some of the best moments of working so far?
Just really seeing the reaction from the people.
Right.
Like, what we doing is really for the culture. We sit in the studio all day, and that's just really a highlight of what we doing, man. Just stepping outside, seeing the people love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And like, what's your first memory of just working together?
My favorite memory of us working together, I will say, is when I produced that record for you called Won't Land.
Right.
And you came in the lab and you looked at me like, nigga.
Yeah.
What's this?
That's when we was downstairs.
We was downstairs, right?
Yeah.
And you must have wrote the verse in like 10 minutes. You was like, cut the mic on.
Yeah.
And then you one take hold of the whole situation.
Yeah.
And I just thought to myself, like, damn, he really got it. You know what I'm saying?
That was a moment for sure.
Yeah, that was just one of those moments in music where you just like, everything clicking, the moment is right, and the music just came out great.
It's like, what's some advice that you could give to like other future engineers out there, and even people that's currently working in engineering? Like, how do you help aid the artist process without getting in the way? Like, being a part of it without getting in the way of it.
Just being respectful of the other person's craft. Like, you can't be selfish when you're trying to build a house. You have to have input from all angles. You know, you got a certain guy for, you know, for your bathrooms. You got a guy for your roofing. You can't do everything yourself. So you got to know in music, building a song is a cohesive effort between the producer and the artist. Let the artist do their thing, you know, and then try to fine tune what they're doing to the best of your ability. And that's how the best music is made.
Yeah, I would say just like that freedom in that space, because there's nothing wrong that you could do. As an artist, you can't do something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like the engineer creates that platform and that environment for the artist to be free. And I just say, recording with you, I always just like how you tell me, do that take again, do this again, say this stronger, this and that. And that makes me a better rapper. You know what I'm saying? So it gotta be like a two-way street, you know?
Right.
So like, out of like your favorite mixes, like what's the songs that you heard, you went outside, you heard like, damn, okay, that was slapping, like, you know?
Man, I got a couple to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
As of recent, I would have to say Confident and Shanghai. Shanghai goes crazy.
Off that Boss Up. Make sure y'all got that Boss Up mixtape.
Yeah, Boss Up was a movie. I had fun mixing that whole project to and through. Just, you know, mixing is really about balance. And all the songs, the way they were produced and the way you came with what you had to bring to the table, it was just like everything was in perfect harmony. So those two songs, stepping outside, hearing somebody's trunk rattle to that shit, you know, nobody can take that feeling away from me.
Yeah, and I just feel like the studio has a lot of energy. Just like being in the heart of Oakland, I've experienced so many things coming to and from. Just driving to go to the gas station to get snacks, going to do this and that. Like, I remember the day we recorded The Field. It was when the Warriors won the finals that same day.
Right, yeah, we was amped up that night.
Yeah, and it was cars riding on the sidewalks. It was everybody was outside, and just that energy. I was like, man. And then we came in here, heard that beat. I was just like, damn. That was another one of those just super magical moments. And I feel like if it wasn't for this studio, it wouldn't have been like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, what made you pick Oakland? Like, what was it specifically about Oakland that you was like, I want to set up shop here and set up my studio in Oakland?
Man, well, I grew up in Oakland until I was around 10 or 11 before I moved around. And it was just me and my mom. She was a single mother. And I remember in the early 80s, well, late 80s, early 90s, that was my era as a kid. Oakland has so much culture and hip-hop. Like, I'll be outside, you might see Tupac walking down the street. Too Short pull up with a gang of girls in the car, and you like as a youngster, like, damn, I want that. So as I got older and I started doing music, coming back to Oakland, you know, this is the culture. This is like a mecca for black culture,
right,
you know,
right.
On the West Coast. And as I got older, I said, man, I got to get back to that. So this is the essence for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like as far as Bay Area music goes, this is like a major hub of our whole culture.
Right.
As far as the hyphy movement and all those different things that's come from this city. You know what I mean? It means a lot. So to be able to record my music and orchestrate my music in the middle of all of this is really special.
Right.
So also with you being a producer, we talked about the Won't Land song. Like, what got you into producing?
Man, just the love of music. You know, first I started on Fruity Loops.
Right.
And then it just graduated. I started wanting more equipment, new sounds, new keyboards. And, you know, as you start learning more about the craft, you meet other producers that's dope as shit. And it just keeps you pumped, you know. You want to hear more of it. You want to make more of it.
Right.
And you're contributing to the culture at the same time. So it's a win-win situation.
Yeah, what's your favorite piece of equipment when it comes to making your music?
Man, I would have to say the MPC 5000 was one of my favorite drum machines. Nowadays, there's so many other, you know, avenues you could take when making the beat. But, you know, not one set piece of equipment is the best equipment I could say right now.
Definitely. I'm a producer also. It's just I got a huge respect for people that really use drum machines, really use keyboards to orchestrate their music. Because I come from the age of we just had a computer.
Right.
Everything came from the computer. Do you find yourself slowly transitioning into that, or do you feel like the sound holds true to those drum machines and those keyboards?
Man, to tell you the truth, you can make music on anything. Good music is good music. But the thing about those old keyboards and drum machines, and they have drum machines now, is just the feel. Like, you feeling the music. So the swing and things is a little bit different than just clicking a mouse sometimes. So, like, you see behind me, I like to keep a drum machine still.
Right.
Just so I can get the feel. I might incorporate live instruments in certain songs.
Right.
Just to bring out that feel. So, like, you know, it's just really what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, like any advice for young producers out there, like different things that they should invest in or what they should do to be able to get to the next level?
Yeah, invest in yourself.
Right.
That's the main thing. Don't be afraid to spend money on your craft. And don't think you're the greatest because you're not.
Right.
Okay? Everybody is on an even playing field. Every kid that's out here making beats, he has one of those ones in his computer.
Period.
All right? So in order for you to be ahead of the game, you got to have one of those ones on deck. Keep making beats. And
keep making beats.
Keep making beats. Don't stop. This shit is a numbers game. So the more you got, the better off you're going to be.
Absolutely. That's very true. I agree with that. I make beats every day.
Right.
I make sure I wake up and I make beats every day. Set a special part of my day. So like you said, you're going to have one of those ones in your computer. You might end up with the #1 song in the country and never know it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's major.
Major key. Like, so out of all your production, like, I know you produce for a lot of people. Can you name some of the artists that you produce for?
Man, I can. Let me go back in the vault. Shoot, R.I.P. Jacker.
Classic material.
Too Short. To You. To
right.
Shoot, man. Bobby Womack. R.I.P. the Legend.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a major one. Tia No More, that's my artist.
Shouts out to Tia No More, very talented.
Hot. She's very hot. Man, to Showbanger, to, you know, to a lot. Who
are some people that you want to work with in the future?
Man, to tell you the truth, I'm open to working with everybody, as long as it's good music. I don't care if it's a nobody. You know, if you dope, I want to work with you. You know, but it's a lot of people with different sounds. I like people when I like artists when they're characters.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, if somebody just has that whole persona and they got the music to go with it, I'm down. Let's make some beautiful shit, you know?
Yeah, facts. Like, I feel like we played a major role in, like, the Bay Area music culture. and I keep my ear to the streets. You know what I mean? I always look for the next generation. And now that I kind of graduated to an OG standpoint, who do you feel like is the future? Like when you listen to Bay Area music, who you think is the next generation? Who's gonna be like that guy or that girl? Out of the next generation.
Shoot, to tell you the truth, man, it's a lot of people that's popping right now that I like. I fuck with Lil Yace. Like I like his music. I haven't had a chance to even meet Cuz yet, but
yeah, shouts out to Yace. He's fire.
He's a character. You know what I'm saying? The SOB kids from Vallejo, SOB fire. RBE. Shout out to Hanny and all my Vallejo people. I think they got a lot of potential. Manny Phantom. What's he going by? Mansa, I'm sorry.
He's on Boss Up too. Shouts out to him. Incredible, talented artist.
Playing.
Yeah, incredibly talented.
He has a lot of talent. It's so much talent in the Bay Area, man. It's just like, who's ready to drop?
Right. I feel like we're a hotbed for talent for the world. Right. And also, we kind of dictate where the culture goes, and sound-wise, from dressing to everything.
Everything.
When you take a Bay Area person outside of our area, you instantly know. It'll be like, who is that? Like, they on some, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think it's a lot of crazy talent. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to see where it goes, and I'm excited to see who you work with. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
When you bring something to the table, I take it very serious. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that for sure.
Definitely. The future holds a lot, and all we can do is just keep working, man. Keep contributing to this culture, bro.
Yeah, just keep elevating. Like, that's what me and you got a lot of talks about our sound. And like where we could take the sound as far as textures and just different things to make the music more exciting.
Exactly.
So like in mixing, like, is it difficult to try to be innovative every time? Like, how do you keep a fresh ear with your music?
Man, to tell you the truth, like, anybody that has any type of artistic side to them, they know how to paint a picture. Whether it be rapping, making beats, or just being somebody that's DJing, you still can paint a picture of what you want to hear and convey to the people. Right? So mixing is the same thing. Instead, you just blending frequencies. You're bending them. You're doing all kinds of manipulative, I can't even get the word out, manipulative things to manipulate the sound or whatever. So long story short, you're painting a picture for the record. Okay? If you want a certain record to be dark, you might use a lot of reverbs and make it airy and make the sounds, you know, feel a lot of bass heavy. You know what I'm saying? So it's really to where you want to take it. Mixing is more like fine-tuning the production, you know? So you as a producer, you're taking your sounds and you're making them all fit within a box. So I would say, yeah.
And I also want to stress the importance of the producer-artist-engineer relationship. I think it's one fluid motion. Because the engineer controls the sound. The way that it's presented to the world is in the engineer's hand. I believe it's in the artist to convey the message, the producer to provide the soundboard for it, but the engineer literally hand delivers the message. It's like the producer of a movie.
It's the technical side. It's making sure everything's proper and in place. You know, and that's how your sound comes about. You know, Drake has his 40. You have me. And yeah, it's very important. That relationship is everything. A bad engineer can mess up a whole song.
Could ruin a song.
You might have a hit on your hands, but, you know, since he put the wrong plug-in on your vocal and made you sound like you was choking on the track, it don't sound good. So you got to have that right engineer, and he has to know what you're trying to do, too, as an artist.
Like, in your mixing, do you have a favorite, without giving up too much sauce, do you have a favorite plug-in that you use in your mixing?
You know what? I'll give it up to Wave still. They got the Ep.2 compressor. I think it's a great all-around compressor. You can do all kinds of things with it. From, you know, drum stems to vocals, compressing backgrounds. Like, this shit's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to say to all the rappers out there, learn what sounds best with your voice as far as plugins and different things go as you're recording. And once you learn that, you'll be able to rap better and differently.
Right. Because you can hear your vision already before it's even done.
You can
that sauce is there, yeah.
Be like, tell the engineer, put this on me. Put this effect on me. Put this on there. Have more of a vision which will what your sound will be. Because that's how me and him work. I come in and I'll see something already, and I just have to explain it to him. And then with his knowledge of the program and all the equipment, we create that sound.
Like a lion in a cage, I'ma break through it. Yeah, I got my guys with me. Come spend some time with me. You'll recognize a G. I enterprise and B-U-I-L-D with my baby. Let's get it poppin'.